Welcome back, Romantic Home family, and welcome if you are new. I am Olivia with Olivias Romantic Home. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY shabby chic, love shack fancy cottage decor crafts. You guys, I started kind of transforming my home at the beginning of this year. You guys saw that I put up this beautiful love shack fancy wallpaper, and I've just been doing a little bit more kind of girly, shabby chic, love shack fancy crafts. So today's video, I'm super excited to share with you guys a couple of easy DIYs you guys can do. You might even have the stuff that you need laying around in your craft stash. I'm also going to share a brand new devotional with you guys, and here's one of the things we're going to be doing. Oh my goodness, look at this shabby chic pillow. I have been drooling over the Love Shack Fancy pillows on their website for honestly years now, but spending $100+ is just a little bit much for me. So we're gonna make one of those. You guys can make it too. No sew. You guys know I love my no sew pillows. I'm also gonna share with you guys just a kind of a little update in my living room and dining room. So I hope you guys are here for it. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also pop over to my Olivias Romantic Home DIY Facebook page. I also have a free group page for you guys to share photos of your home decor and DIY projects. Now listen, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns. Get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. Okay, you guys, starting out with the first DIY, I am going to assemble some furniture. I ordered the Athena armchair from LUEBONA. I'm actually partnering with them on this. I have two of them, and the assembly was ridiculously easy. They also sent me my outdoor dining room set, so I knew that their quality of products was super amazing, which I absolutely love. Instructions were great, and it wasn't heavy or hard to assemble at all. So I just had to assemble the two arms to the base of the chair with some super easy screws. They sent everything that you would need. But this is the Athena armchair. What I love is this is more of a modern style home decor chair for me, but it has a really kind of almost old world feel. The seat back has button tufting, and it brings modern and simple style into my living room. The seat cushion is also super soft. It includes a high elastic spring that provides better support because you guys know I have the neuropathy and low back issues. And so also I want to tell you guys about the feet. The feet are crafted from solid wood and have sturdy support with natural wood grain. It's a tear-resistant linen blend upholstery covers from foam cushioning, making this armchair a comfortable place to relax. So the biggest thing for me was I wanted something that would be simple and easy to move around my very small living room. I also think this chair would be perfect for a little bedroom space if you guys needed something in there because it's not very big. It's super lightweight. I clean my own home, and so I want something I can move around simply and easily. Now, I will tell you guys with ordering color, originally I was going to order the linen color, but they messaged me and said, I think you like a lot of white in your home because I have the new white sofa. And they said, we recommend that you guys get the beige. So if you guys order this and you want the white color, it's not the linen. I thought it would be the linen. It's the beige, and it does seem very white or creamy. I am going to make some slip covers for this for when my grand dogs come over. So I got the chair simply assembled. Now, I did assemble the other one last night and assembled it upside down and backwards. Maybe that's because that's the way I DIY when I craft for you guys. But I'm glad that I went ahead and messed one up because for this one, it came out great. Now, you guys can see super comfy and cozy and really has really great support. So I'm just going to arrange them. I put one in one corner and one on the other. I do host all of my family gatherings. So I do Thanksgiving, I do Christmas, all the things. So I wanted a couple little new chairs. Now, of course, you guys know I have to DIY some pillows for these new chairs. I have been drooling over the Love Shack Fancy Heart pillows ever since Valentine's Day. They're so beautiful. I think Shabby Chic also makes these. My sweet friend Lorena had given me this sheet set. It's a rental Shabby Chic sheet set. And I decided to take the pillowcases and make some no-sew slip covers or pillows. Sorry, no-sew pillows. Okay, so what I did was I just took that Dollar Tree heart. I traced out an extra big heart and cut out the heart shape. And then I'm hot gluing the two pieces of the heart fabric inside out. So you don't want to glue them, you want to glue them inside out so that seam is on the inside. Now, when you hot glue your no-sew pillow, And please, by all means, if you guys have a sewing machine and you can sew this baby. But you want to leave an extra spot. So we're going to inside it out now that I have it hot glued almost all the way together. But at the base of it, about the size of my hand, I want to leave a spot where I can stuff my pillow. And you want to stuff it pretty full, but you don't want to quite overstuff it, if that makes sense. Because if you overstuff it, it makes it harder to get that last little seam glued in together. And I could have hand sewn this as well. But you know what, you guys? I have got so much crafting and decorating to do. So we're just going to roll with my gluey thing. These are going to sit in my fancy little chairs in the corners of my living room. Really what I wanted was more of two little chairs that I could have as conversation pieces. I recently hosted my future daughter-in-law. Well, she's almost my daughter-in-law, one more month. I hosted her bridal shower, and I was in a little bit of a panic because I really only had one larger chair for people to sit in. So now I've got two little chairs. They're easy to move around. They'll be easy to move around my Christmas tree because I'm super excited for Christmas coming up. I really like that they're lightweight. So anyway, now I'm making ruffles for my pillow. Now that I have it done and stuffed and glued all together, I'm just going to make hand ruffles. So you just take and make a little pleat with your hot glue. Here's how that turned out. And then I'm going to hot glue that to the seam. It's going to cover up my seam, which actually my seam is pretty good. It's almost like I'm talking about sewing, but I'm not. But I'm going to go ahead and just hot glue that onto my pillow. I also did go ahead and hot glue the edge of the seam down. That way it had more of a smooth edge and instead of it being a little bit rough. But you guys, I really am truly interested in sewing. I think I'm going to try to pick up a sewing machine and teach myself. I think it would probably be fairly easy for me to pick up. Right now, I don't want to spend the money on a sewing machine, but I am interested in learning. So if you guys have sewing machine suggestions, drop them in the comment section below. I did order actually 2 sewing machines for my daughter. I think she got one for Christmas or her birthday. She's really a fashionista girl and she would sew her own clothes. And then it broke and then I just ordered another one for her, but it was the same one and it broke pretty quickly within a year's time. Now, I don't know if it was user error. I do remember we took it to a sewing machine place that was like a pretty fancy one and they said, you know what, it's going to cost more to try to fix this than it would be just to grab another one. So it was about $120 on Amazon. I believe it was a Singer. So I guess that's why I hesitate a little bit to invest, because then what if I can't figure it out or I don't like it? So anyway, for all of you seamstresses out there, I actually need your help with this one. I guess I could also go to some YouTube videos and look at reviews, but I trust you guys to kind of steer me right on this one. So let me know, what is a great sewing machine for a budget-friendly price? Maybe I could even pick one up secondhand. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead and glue that little ruffled edge onto there. And I feel like this is so far, by all intensive purposes, my best no-sew project ever. If you guys go to the Love Shack Fancy website and look at their heart pillows, I feel like this looks really similar, and it's the original Shabby Chic fabric. So winner chicken dinner. Now I'm excited to just make tons of these. I have a whole fitted sheet that I I'm going to use to make more, and I also want to make some Christmas ornaments with them. And I do have something exciting also to tell you guys. It was 75 degrees where I'm at. Last week it was about 110 on one day in my car, and I was like, wow. Now I do have a black car, so but I'm really done with the heat. I don't know if it's just been blazing hot where you guys are, but my grass is brown, my plants are struggling to stay alive, and I don't go outside in that kind of heat. It's just too much. I haven't been able to walk Benji Bear, so it's just been so nice to have a break from the heat, even though I always look forward to it. By the end of summer, by the end of August, I am done. My plant's done with the heat. My yard is done. I don't like to waste water and run my hose a lot, so I've just been kind of patiently waiting. I think we may get a little bit of rain this week, though. So let me know also in the comments section, how is your weather going? And also, if you have kiddos, how is your back to school? I have had the opportunity to talk to my daughter a couple times on the phone. I did drop off a care package for her last Sunday, and she did send me a message and say that she was missing me and Bitchy Bear. And so we have plans to have a little lunch date coming up this Thursday, which I'm super excited about. I schedule myself time off from creating content for you guys on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Thursday is going to be our day. They recommended when we did the college orientation to try to hold off, like, spending a lot of time with your kids until after Labor Day so they can kind of get adjusted. So I've really been trying to keep my cool. You guys will be proud of me. And I told her in advance, I said, I'm going to let you kind of lead the way and text when you need to. I know you're going to have a lot going on. And I've texted her pretty much every day, but, just like little mom things, encouragement and things like that. But I think she's doing really good. She's made a lot of friends and she's getting adjusted to her classes. Here's the final look, and look at how pretty it looks on my beautiful little chair. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've always dreamed of having pretty new furniture. So thank you, LUEBONA, for partnering with me and blessing me with this. And I have a blessing for you guys. I have a coupon code. It's 15 Olivia. I'll leave it in the description box below and the link if you guys want to go check this out. They're on sale, also 30% off, and then you guys can use your coupon 15 Olivia to get an extra 15% off if you want to pick up an inexpensive little chair for your home. So I am loving it. And then we're not going to, for this DIY, we're not going to leave any fabric scraps behind. I'm going to use this soup can. It's actually not a soup can. I made homemade chili. So it's one of my bean cans that I cleaned out. And I'm going to use the rest of the fabric and just cover this and make a little vase for my new living room space. You probably wouldn't find this at the Ritz Paris, but that's okay. We're going to roll with it anyway. And I actually am going to be doing some more recycled crafts upcoming because I just think, times are different right now, and spending a lot of money on our crafting and decorating probably really isn't necessary. So I'm just hot gluing the fabric in and around, and I'm creating a nice edge by just simply gluing the fabric over, and then we'll attach that to the can. But don't throw out your pretty fabric scraps. If you guys have pretty fabric, you can make so many things with pretty fabric. I'm such a fabric girly, kind of like my daughter loves clothes. I love fabric, like pretty fabric with roses, and my sweet friend Lorena is always looking out for rose fabric for me. So thank you, girlfriend, if you're watching. I love you. And I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you guys. You all have been so sweet in the comment section recently. And I just am really proud of this community. And I know that you're blessing others by your kindness in the comment section. So thank you guys so much for that. And for all of your heartfelt stories. I love hearing about your lives and what you guys are up to. I think this is such a unique community because I feel like crafting and decorating is more than just making something pretty. I feel like it's kind of, for me, like therapy, and it's an expression of art form and to keep your hands busy. So anyway, for my little DIY vase can, I'm just making another little piece of scrap fabric, making the edge nice because I don't want a lot of frayed edges on this. And then I'm just going to hot glue that in and around the can to just really cover the whole thing. And I also had a little bit of leftover ruffles. And excuse me if my voice is a little funny, but I have had some allergies recently. I did have somebody comment about my voice and that it made them want to go blow their nose. So, sorry about that, guys, but it's just real life and I'm just a real person. So anyway, but I'm just going to go ahead and keep covering this little can and then add a ruffle to it. Now to my little coffee can vase, I'm gonna add my little coffee filter roses. It's not a coffee can, it's a bean can. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna add my coffee filter roses. And shout out to my sweet friend, Arlene, who sent me these beautiful pink candles as a gift. There's actually 3 of them and they're flickering flameless candles. I still need to get some batteries to pop in there, but they're so pretty. I didn't even know pink candles could be so gorgeous. So here's a little overview of how both my pillows turned out. I was going to be lazy. Oh, and Arlene also sent me these beautiful lace curtains and they were a little bit too short. So I actually hot glued 2 of the panels together and they have these beautiful ruffles on them. Thank you so much for blessing me with these beautiful curtains and the beautiful candles. You're just such a doll. I thank you so much. I love receiving pretty gifts and trinkets and treasures, so thank you. Okay, so here is how everything is looking in my little living room. I'm actually recording this voiceover and it's evening time now, and I'm kind of looking at my little chairs and I'm thinking they fit so perfectly into my space. I don't have a large home, but I'm blessed by the home that I have, so I'm really thankful for it. And I like it that they're to scale, you know. It almost makes me feel like they're like little dollhouse chairs, even though I guess maybe because my house is starting to look a little bit like a dollhouse. Now, with the rest of the Shabby Chic sheet set that Lorena had given me, I decided to dress my table so that way when I sit down and have dinner, I have a fancy table, even though it's just Benji Bear and I. I like to make things look fancy and pretty, and it just makes me feel happy to sit down and have all these pretty cakes, which I did add a bunch of these cakes to my Etsy shop. I'm going to part with some of them, so if you guys want to go check that out, I have new cakes in my Olivia's Romantic Home Etsy shop. That's going to be in the description box below if you guys need some little fake cakes to make your pretty table feel a little bit more fancy. Also guys, here is a little OOTD, which means outfit of the day. A lot of you all ask me about this top. I found it at a thrift store. It is so pretty though, with the little vintage lace details and then the little swingy shirt. I actually almost didn't buy it because I didn't know if it would fit me for some reason, but look at how pretty it is, and I have worn it so much. I hope it never wears out. I just have it paired with some little cute jeans and my sneakers because that's what I always wear. I do have neuropathy in my feet, so sneakers it is. And just you guys always used to ask that. So this is my thrift store outfit of the day, somewhat because this came from the thrift store. My daughter encouraged me to get it. So anyway, love you guys. Okay, and I have to share this with you all. When I was walking Benji Bear, we came upon this family of deer. This is up on the hill at the top of my neighborhood, and I think it really was a true family because there was a baby, it looked like a mama and a daddy and some kiddos. So I'm not a deer expert, but look at how beautiful they are. They're so precious. Benji Bear is right next to me, and my neighbors feed the deer, which is awesome. I do have to be really careful though driving through my neighborhood because they just pop out all the time, and but they're not really scared of Benji Bear at all. Like they don't run off when they see him. They're almost like domesticated pets, kind of, to be honest with you, is how they seem to me. But they were so sweet. I just had to share these with you guys. And I guess I didn't get Benji Bear in this video, but he wants to say hi to all his puppy dog and kitty cat fans out there. He was taking a walk with me, and we love you guys so much. So thank you guys so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's such a true blessing and honor to have each and every one of you guys here. For those of you all that are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and for those of you all that are returning watchers, subscribers, thank you guys so much. You're truly like my family. I appreciate you guys so much. I have been on YouTube now for 7 years, and it is a true joy and honor for me to share my passionate heart of crafting and decorating with you all, as well as my faith journey and just some little personal things that I have going on. Recently, I have become an empty nester slash bird launcher is what one of you guys called it, and it has just been really a different experience. I'm creating my own routine. I'm making little small meals for one. And I'm telling you, my grocery budget is going to become very, very small. I'm also starting to look into more frugal living tips, although I feel like I'm a little bit more on the frugal side, but I'm realizing I could be so much more frugal. So let me know if you guys want me to share some of those things as I look at, starting to become very serious about my retirement one day. I don't know about you guys, but does your age just kind of creep up on you like this? And you're so busy being a mama, you're so busy being hands-on, you've got all these things going on that all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a minute, I might be getting a little bit older, I guess. So, just beginning to think about and become more responsible for myself and the future of myself, and really having an intention of the things that we have in our lives are not important. It's really the experiences with people that we love and care about that are really the true gems in our heart and in our minds. I know at the end, none of us are going to think about that thing that we wanted here or there that was a thing. We're going to think about the people that we love. So I hope that encourages you guys. If you guys are going through a little bit of a life journey, or if you're feeling down about yourself because you don't have a certain this or that those things, hey, they are not important. It's really the people and our relationships that are important. So I hope that blesses your heart. Now, also to bless your heart, I have been reading out of a devotional actually since last fall, and this one is called He Whispers Your Name by Sherry Hill. You guys can grab it off of Amazon. And so this one is called Meeting All Your Needs, which that might be fitting for our little pre-conversation that we had to this. It says, I know it's not easy to trust me to provide for all your needs. Sometimes you think things are just too impossible. At other times you think your needs are too small for me to care. But I've promised to provide for all your needs. You can plan and prepare for your journey of life all you want, but you will need me. You burden yourself by trying to do everything on your own. You wonder, how can I possibly provide for more income, and you struggle with how it can work within someone's heart to restore a broken relationship. But I've told you not to lean on your own understanding. Your journey, your story is one that you can write on your own, or you can allow me to write it. I assure you that my plans for your life are far more amazing than anything you can hope for or imagine. Isn't that the truth? So instead of trying so hard, instead of carrying all of your burdens alone, come to me and let me help you. A humble heart will move my hand in miracle working ways. When you're tempted to doubt and fear and despair threatens to consume your faith, draw near to me and rest in my love. He has not left himself without testimony. He has shown kindness by giving you rain from heaven and crops in their seasons. He provides you with plenty of food and fills your heart with joy. And that's Acts 14:17. So God has given us everything we need. What do we lack for? What do we need? We don't need anything. He provides for the sparrow, and he provides for us. So I hope that encourages you guys, and for you to just relax and try to let go of worry. And I think it can be hard sometimes though, because I definitely face plenty of worries of my own. So trusting in God and knowing we can't fix anything that's going to happen in the future, and we don't even know what's going to happen. So worrying is kind of like wasted energy, if that makes sense. Also, I have to share with you guys my new cakes that I have put in my Etsy shop because I've had some questions about it. Look at this cute little cake. This is a Love Shack fancy cake. I hand pipe all the icing, and I create all of the little coffee filter roses by hand. They're in my Etsy shop. It's Olivia's Romantic Home Etsy. There will be a link in the description box. But I use the Love Shack Fancy original wallpaper, and it's actually the wallpaper that I have on my wall called Dreamy Days Parfait. I should have brushed my hair before I started this. But anyways, if you guys need a little fake cake, check that out. I also have little mini cakes too. Look at this little beauty. So if you guys are girly and pink and love that, all that kind of fun stuff. So Anyway, I'm just thankful and so blessed to have you guys here. I love crafting and decorating. I wish that I had more hours in the day because I always get so many different ideas that I want to do, and then I run out of actual physical energy. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys are with me on needing more physical energy to be able to do more crafts. I am going to go back into my studio since I have created this one today and try to make another one to match my other chair, because I feel like these are really hard to do. My fingers like feel tender because I kind of burn them when I'm doing them. But yeah, so anyway, I love the heart pillows. Even though it's pumpkin season, I feel like hearts for Olivia's romantic home can just go any time of the year, and we're at the Ritz Paris, right? So we can be romantic and have the best of both worlds, being in pumpkin season and having these cute little heart pillows, because I feel like it reminds you to have a big old heart. So anyway, I'm just rambling now. Thank you guys for being here. I'm wishing you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. I have some fun videos coming up, and until our next video, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you guys very soon.